A long, long time ago, in a land far away, there was a man named Hork there. And he had a problem. His problem was a monster. Grendel was his name. And Grendel was a problem. He would kill all his people in a place where it was supposed to be safe, the mead hall. Word spread of this wicked creature, and word spread far enough for the legend Beowulf. Beowulf heard this news, and Beowulf traveled to help Hork there. Once he got there, this is the story I will tell. I am Beowulf. Oh!
Out from the marsh, from the foot of misty hills and bogs, bearing God's hatred, Grendel came, hoping to kill anyone he could trap on his trip to High Harrod. He moved quickly through the cloudy night, up from his swamplands, sliding silently towards that gold-shining hall. He had visited Hrothgar's home before, knew the way, but never before nor after that night found Heorot defended so firmly, his reception so harsh. He journeyed, forever joyless, straight to the door, then snapped it open, tore its iron fasteners with a touch, and rushed angrily over the threshold. He strode quickly across the inland floor, snarling and fierce. His eyes gleamed in the darkness, burned with a gruesome light. Then he stopped, seeing the hall crowded with sleeping warriors, stuffed with rows of young soldiers resting together. And his heart laughed. He relished the sight, intended to tear the life from those bodies by morning. The monster's mind was hot. With the thought of food and the feasting his belly would soon know, but fate that night intended Grendel to gnaw the broken bones of his last human supper. Human eyes were watching his evil steps, waiting to see his swift hard claws. Grendel snatched at the first yet he came to, ripped him apart, cut his body to bits with powerful jaws, drank the blood from his veins, and bolted him down, hands and feet. Death and Grendel's great teeth came together, snapping life shut. Then he stepped to another still body, clutched at Beowulf with his claws, grasped at a strong-hearted, wakeful sleeper, and was instantly seized himself. Claws bent back as Beowulf leaned up on one arm. That shepherd of evil, guardian of crime, knew at once that nowhere on earth had he met a man whose hands were harder. His mind was flooded with fear, but nothing could take his talons and himself from that tight, hard grip. Grendel's one thought was to run from Beowulf, flee back to his marsh and hide there. This was a different Heorot than the hall he had entered. But Hygelac's followers remembered his final boast and, standing erect, stopped. The monster's flight fastened those claws in his fists till they cracked, clutched Grendel closer. The infamous killer fought for his freedom, wanting no flesh but retreat, desiring nothing but escape. His claws had been caught. He was trapped. That trip to Heorot was a miserable journey for the writhing monster. The high hall rang, its roof boards swayed, and Danes shook with terror. Down the aisles the battles swept, angry and wild. Heorot trembled, wonderfully built to withstand the blows, the struggling great bodies beating at its beautiful walls, shaped and fastened with iron, inside and out, artfully worked. The building stood firm. Its benches rattled, fell to the floor, gold-covering boards grating as Grendel and Beowulf battled across them. Hrothgar's wise men had fashioned Heorot to stand forever. Only fire they had planned could shatter what such skill had put together, swallow in hot flames such splendor of ivory and iron and wood. Suddenly, the sounds changed. The Danes started in a new terror, cowering in their beds as the terrible screams of the almighty enemies sang. In the darkness, the horrible shrieks of pain and defeat, the tears torn out of Grendel's taut throat, Hell's captive caught in the arms of him who, of all the men on the earth, was the strongest.
Alright, just hop up on his chest. Oh, shoot it. Dude, stop it.
Get off! Come on, follow us. We found crikey. Is it recording?
Yeah.
Alright, do that again.
No, we can just cut it.
Okay.